Welcome to the video YouTube. Thanks for joining me today. So super exciting video. I'm going to be showing you the top 3 methods to gain reviews for your first product or any product very quickly. Now, one of my students has used the number 1 rated out of these 3 methods to generate over 159 reviews for his first product listing, which is huge, right? So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into this one. Make sure you've liked and commented on the video. If you guys know any other review tactics that you think are effective, comment in the box below. I hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to the video. So just to highlight at the beginning of this video, I'm backing this video, right? I'm certain that if you follow the steps that I lay out in this tutorial, that your reviews will increase significantly for a new or existing product, right? I am backing myself on that front. So comment below if you do see results from using these methods, and I'm going to be explaining to you exactly how it's done. So before we hop into the presentation, just to highlight, guys, and I won't talk too long about this, but the importance of reviews, right? The reason this video is so relevant is that reviews are the make or break for a product listing. If you can't gather reviews quick enough, you can't maintain a 4.5 star rating overall, your product is likely going to suffer as a result, which means it's very important that you focus on reviews from the offset, and even you start preparing beforehand. You know, it helps with your click-through rate, your conversion rate for your PPC, your sponsored ad campaigns, and just your conversion rate overall, your unit session percentage. I cannot emphasize enough how much of an impact it will have, and it will absolutely catapult your revenue up if you can implement a solid review strategy from the beginning. Right. That being said, let me show you what my student sent me today. Now, this is a student within my Elite Academy training program. They are generating a solid income at the moment through their product on Amazon. They've just launched a second product. But to the point here, if we look at the right side of this email that they sent me on the 21st of September, through the Jungle Scout strategy, I've managed to rack up 159 reviews, which has really helped with sales. That's on their first product listing, which is insane. 159 reviews. Now, I have put content out on my Instagram on this topic, but I want to emphasize it so much here, because if you guys implement this tactic within your, your overall strategy for reviews, it's going to skyrocket them. And I'm going to show you proof of that with some evidence from a study, and I'll be explaining that as we move through the presentation. So this one might seem quite simple, guys, and for that reason, it can be something that's overlooked, right? It's something that seems like it might not be worthwhile because of a few reasons, which I'll explain now. So Amazon's review button, which they introduced this year. So they have a button on their platform. If we have a look here, I'll just read out what's been written. So Amazon's request a review button is a feature within Seller Central's order reports, which allows you to send an automatic follow-up email to your shoppers within 4 to 30 days of purchase. Amazon only allows you to send 1 review request, but when it's coupled with Amazon's, it greatly increases the chances, which I'm going to show you an example of in this video. So the reason why this can be overlooked a lot, guys, is because basically Amazon will already have sent out an email to your customer for the order to promote the review. Now, unfortunately, Amazon also tried to promote seller feedback, and from my experience, people tend to just leave seller feedback rather than a product review. I think it needs to be emphasized more by Amazon that people, care more about product reviews than they do about seller feedback, right? But people overlook this because they think, well, Amazon's already sent one. What's the difference really going to be if I go through my orders and I've got to go through every single order and click this review button to send a second one? Well, let's have a look at what the difference is. And this is exactly what my student Adam's been using. Now, Jungle Scout offers a much more efficient way of doing what I just mentioned, but I'll just explain this first of all. So Jungle Scout did an experiment, right? So after looking at their Amazon product listings for 2 weeks prior to the release of the request a review button, so before, on the 8th of March 2020, and again 2 weeks after the review button was introduced and obviously utilized by Jungle Scout, the data shows that the average review increase was 3.6 before the button was introduced, right? So that's just from Amazon's emails going out, an average review increase of 3.6 over a 2-week period. So afterwards, so after the button was introduced, for 95% of sellers, well, that is a tremendous amount of sellers. That's almost all of them who used the request a review button. The average increase jumped to 25.9. So let me put that into perspective for you guys. So as an example, right, if you're a new seller or even an existing seller with a product, right, if you were reaching 10 reviews per month before using the request a review button, let's say that was solely coming from Amazon's follow-up emails themselves, the increase here is multiplied by 7, right? So instead of receiving 10 reviews a month, you'd be receiving 70 reviews a month. Now, over a 6-month period, instead of having 60 reviews from the traditional way of Amazon sending them, you'd be having 420 reviews based on their increase here of 7 times the amount. So that's a tremendous amount, guys. And the impact that will have on the success of your product and the longevity of your product is going to be absolutely huge, right? It's going to be a deciding factor, and it's something that's so easy to do. Now, you guys might be thinking, well, I don't want to go through my all my orders and click that button. If you've got 100 orders, 200, 300 orders a month, going through every order and clicking request a review is a bit monotonous, and it might become a bit tedious. Well, there is an automated, faster approach, and Jungle Scout have nailed this one, guys. I've got a discount link for Jungle Scout below, so if you do decide to use this tool and use Jungle Scout software, you have a big discount using my code below, so make sure you do that. So basically, won't harp on about this, it's a bulk review request, so basically Jungle Scout will collate a period of orders and they will send all of those automated emails at the same time to save you having to do it. But guys, the effectiveness of this is demonstrated just from one individual case here, but I have emails like this every single week from people who are using this strategy within my training program. So make sure you do it. It's so easy, and it will make such a tremendous difference for your product. So that would be the first and most effective, in my opinion, approach. Now, moving on to the second approach, people overlook this and don't do it. Product inserts, guys. It's a very cheap way of grabbing your customer's attention when they open the product up. It basically gives the customer an opportunity to read what you have to say, which is usually sort of bigging up your business and trying to encourage them to leave you an honest review. Now, I would put a lot of effort into my product inserts and make sure that you not only are encouraging people to leave reviews, but also if there's any issues with the product, that they feel that they can come to you first and approach you as a company, rather than, for example, if they hadn't got an insert, they'd just go straight to leave you a negative review. So if I have a look here, some best practices for product inserts, guys. Always make them colorful, easy to read, not too long-winded, and people don't want to read, an essay on there. But make sure you remain neutral. You can't leave photos of 5-star reviews and ask people for 5-star reviews. It's against their guidelines. I always provide information about my company. So, we're a small business that relies heavily upon reviews, and people will, bear reviews in mind when they make their decision to buy the product. So it helps us a lot as a small business. If you look at the bottom point here, incentivizing other ways, you can't financially incentivize after the new update to restrictions in 2016, but you can ask people to follow you on social media and join email list, etc., where you can promote products in the future. So product inserts are very effective. They add to the perceived value of the product, in my opinion, and something that you should absolutely do. Third tactic, something that you need to consider, and I would strongly suggest getting involved in from the offset, would be Amazon's Vine program. And I'll read what Amazon say about that. So Amazon Vine invites the most trusted reviewers on Amazon to post opinions about new and pre-release items to help their fellow customers make informed decisions. Amazon invites customers to become Vine voices based on their reviewer rank, which is a reflection of the quality and helpfulness of their reviews judged by other Amazon customers. So Amazon will basically cherry pick people who they think are reliable and honest and leave good reviews and detailed reviews, and they pool them together and they basically allow those people to review your product. So essentially, you can receive up to 30 reviews per ASIN. So it can get you 30 reviews on your listing, which is a significant number of reviews if you enroll in the program. Now, if we have a look here, there's lots of benefits of the review program. I mean, obviously it increases your product reviews. Furthermore, and in addition to that, the reviews are high quality, right? These aren't, idiots leaving reviews just saying, 5-star or crap. Or I've had reviews where people say, this telephone didn't work, and I don't even sell telephones. People who just have no idea what they're doing. They're trusted reviewers who are handpicked by Amazon based on their review performance, right? Which we can see here. They're unbiased and unmanipulated. So people will trust the review that they see. So what that means is on your review section of your listing, it will say this is a Vine review, and people will weight those more than just normal reviews because they know they come from authentic, respected reviewers on the platform chosen by Amazon. So it's a very powerful review. I would say at least double as powerful as a normal review. So again, it's increased awareness, blah, 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 increased sales. So the requirements, something that you need to bear in mind. So not everyone can enroll for this. You need to be brand registered with Amazon. So you need a trademark, which is something I would suggest anyway from the offset. You have to have lower and fewer than 30 reviews on the product detail page, which the majority of people who are looking to launch a product and get their reviews on the listing probably do. You need to be selling in a new condition. The majority of people do that. It can't be an adult product for all you people out there selling adult products. You have to already have launched at the time of enrollment and have available inventory in stock in your Sales Central, so stock essentially, and have an image and description. So very easy to satisfy those. It gives you an opportunity to give away the products, and Amazon will, in return, get you trusted reviews. Something to mention here as well, guys, is you have to have a good product. Make sure you've quality checked, quality controlled your product during the selection phase and during the sampling phase, because people will leave honest reviews. These aren't going to be biased reviews, they're unbiased, and people will be open to leaving you a negative review if the product is bad. So make sure that you've done the proper due diligence when selecting the product. You've sampled it, you've tested it, you know that the product is good, so you can be confident in the fact that you will get a 4 or 5-star review. So these are my methods, guys. Make sure that you try them out, implement them, especially the first one. We've seen incredible results from students within the Elite Academy using these tactics and methods. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to comment below if you think anything that you use is better than these 3, and I'll see you in the next one.